Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hi guys, I'm Ace Guzman.
And welcome to, you know what? It is hot seat time, baby,
Yes.
live at 5.
Hot
And
seat.
we're here, baby. Cheers to you because it's a whole new week, a whole new way, a whole new day. It's exciting. Every single week we learn something new. Every single week we actually get results in our business. And not only that, but we discover new things we never discovered before, right? That's what's great about being on the hot seat. You always learn something new from Ace and Rich.
Especially the stuff that we talk about.
Oh my
It's
God.
hot.
It's hot. Oh,
Live
no,
and
it's hot.
uncensored.
It is hot.
Yes.
So I'm gonna talk about some personal things today and some business things. Really excited about because hot seat. It's not your typical live. Okay,
No,
we're not like go somebody else's live and they're just like.
Plus, it's not always all about business either, because we have business principles and things like that we can talk about, strategies and success tips and things, and answering people's questions. But we like to talk about life too.
Yes, we do.
Because business is life.
Exactly.
Business is all about life. So
keep it real.
Absolutely.
You always said that. Let's keep it real, right? So, guys, I want to welcome you to the hot seat. Do me a big favor and just share this out to the whole world.
Start a watch party.
Start a watch party. Let's get it going. Because this episode, we're gonna get a little personal, okay?
Yes.
And I'm gonna be a little vulnerable with you guys today.
Yes. And if you're watching us live on YouTube, be sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss a beat when we go live and we upload awesome content just like this for you.
Just for you. My lights are showing.
Get the light.
Yeah, my lights are showing.
Ooh, that thing's blinded.
I like to have like a little shade, not show the light. You know what I mean?
Spots.
And I'm blinded by the light. Wake up like a douche, roller in the night.
Oh, don't you start.
Remember that song?
Yeah, I do actually.
That song reminds me of when I was roller skating when I was a kid, when I first came to Massachusetts from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, hello. I'm so happy you guys are here. I want to talk to you guys about something very important.
Before you get into the content, don't rush it. Let's go say hello to some of our fans.
Yes, let's go say hello first. I can't wait to open up to you guys.
All right. We got Tracy Lee.
Kevin, Tracy, Warner.
All right.
And we got more people hopping on.
Yes.
Put it with the rest.
Yes. And are we sharing in the groups?
We should share in the groups, I would imagine.
Share in the groups. Yeah.
Let's go do that right now.
Sometimes I try to do it on mobile, but it just never seems to work out for me.
What's right on there?
I'll try it on the tablet.
Try on the tablet.
I'll try it on the big old tablet. You guys share too. Be sure to do that.
Share it to the world.
Everybody needs to know what is up with
the
hot seat
all around the world. That's what I always say.
Gonna be letting you guys know on something too. This is gonna be awesome.
Yes, some really good stuff we're gonna talk about today.
Well, we've been talking about some things about merchandising. So.
Merchandising, but not only that, but some personal things happening with Rich Guzman. We're gonna be talking about. Just so you know, I'm normal, just like you. Okay, I'm not this exciting superstar.
Nobody's perfect.
I'm just realizing a lot of things that I want to share with you guys. That's gonna open up your mind, and it's gonna help you too. It's gonna add value as well.
Yeah. I can never understand. What are you doing?
What do you mean? You don't got no Facebook on there?
No.
Really? Holy moly, there's no Facebook on there.
I'll share. They're sharing it. As long as you guys are sharing, we'll see the views. Let's count the views. Oh, and also we're going to start doing this. This is brand new. Tag up the people that you feel when we talk about a specific message and you feel, you know what? I know exactly who they're talking about. I need to tag that person up because I care about them so much that they should be listening to this message, not just coming from me because of the thought that I had about them in benefiting from the message coming from Ace and Rich that will value to them, add value into their lives. Go ahead and tag up the people that you care about that should be on the hot seat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, Eros is feeling much better.
He is. He is. Yeah, he's using both legs.
Yeah. Eros got stepped on by Angel by accident.
Yeah.
And Angel's got some big feet. For a 14-year-old.
Teenager, he got some big feet.
And let me tell you something. I always say, Angel, you have Neanderthal feet, man. Big feet.
What you making fun of myself for, man? The caveman feet.
I know. So what happened was he stepped on this little leg. Look at that little leg. It's very small, right? So you can see. So he's been actually holding his leg up for the last week. I checked them. I've worked with dogs for many, many years. I used to work for a dog grooming place and also help medical people as well.
Yeah.
And I remember, learning how to inspect for any broken bones and things like that. And what I noticed was nothing was broken, but it was a nail. So we have to give it time and just let it heal and stuff like that.
Right.
So today we notice he's like running around with his both legs now, you know, but for a while he had this paw up like this, which is really funny. It's not funny, but it's also funny when you see it though. But we love you.
And if you're having trouble watching the live, or sometimes you don't know where you're going, you know, we stream live right here on our profile. That's where we, you know, stream live from, and then we share it out on YouTube. So if you ever get lost, you can always jump on YouTube on our channel at Ace and Rich, Freedom by Design, and you'll find us right there as well.
Oh,
so that
yeah.
way you're never lost.
So we're really excited about today, guys, because, you know, every time, you know, we provide content. Every once in a while, we get a little bit personal. But
every once in a while, yeah.
Actually, we always get personal, right?
You do get personal about everything.
But today, you know, I want to share with you guys a story that I've been going through actually for the last month or so.
Yeah.
And I want to open up to you guys and be vulnerable and share with you what I've been going through and let you know how I'm overcoming this challenge.
Right. Right.
So you guys ever feel like you know, you don't even feel inspired? Right?
Yeah.
Rich doesn't feel inspired. Yes. I've been going through a bit of a depression, you could sort of say, of not knowing what to do with myself. You know, I've done a lot in my life. Like I've toured, I've recorded, you know, a couple of CDs. I've been on radio stations being interviewed. I've traveled all over the place. I've taught on stage. I've had success. I've made, you know, I met someone so wonderful, best person in the whole world that I could ever meet. You know, I feel very fulfilled, but even though that's all great and everything, there's something missing within me. And I don't know, I've just been feeling kind of down for the last like over a month. You know, it's been over a month actually, but I was ignoring it. And, you know, trust me, he helps. So I was starting to feel like down. I was starting to go into my own shell, like I normally do if I go through depression. I go into my own shell and I don't talk to anybody. I just kind of like, you know, just keep it inside and stuff, which is not healthy, right? So, you know, I've been missing the personal side to who I am as a person. I love helping people and I love giving back and everything.
Right.
But I gone so far that I'm taking care of everybody else, but I haven't really been taking care of myself. So I've been thinking about like, you know, how do I find inspiration in the things that I enjoy as a human being? And I'm talking about business. I enjoy business and everything else like that as the same, but I'm thinking about like a personal thing that, you know, who I am, who I've always been. Okay. And I'll tell you, I've been working with Angel for the last couple of months, and just recently we've been working with him on streaming, and now he's starting to, you know, he goes on YouTube, he goes live, and he gets his games going on there, and now he's you know, a streamer, and he does his gaming and he streams. And I looked at that and I said to myself, I'm like, wow, I should actually do the same thing. I should actually start streaming, you know, games and stuff. You know what I mean? Like Angel, because it looked exciting, it looked fun and everything. Well, as I was thinking about it, I realized that wasn't me. You know who's me is actually a musician who plays music and stuff like that. And I went to my old channel, my old Grinderfoot channel. It says Rich Guzman, but it's under a different email. You guys don't know about this, but I have some videos of me in the studio when I was recording the second album with the producer, and there was some stuff of me playing my solos and stuff like that. Way back in the day, 2008, 2007, 2008. And I ended up, you know, we were making a documentary, so they were filming me talk as I was playing, you know, in the background and getting ready to do my tracks and things like that. And I was looking at my channel and I was going, wow, I got new subscribers. That's weird. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about that. And I said to myself, I'm like, I don't have to do games. I could actually create videos, and I know the algorithms. I know SEO. I have this marketing skill set, but I struggle with playing music for fun. Okay.
Right.
And I'm just being vulnerable to you guys. I'm just being honest with you. Okay. The only reason why I play music is I have a business mindset. I've always had that. I think I got that from my dad. I did it because I wanted to go even further. We were about to go international. I was supposed to play some really big shows and mingle with even bigger bands and get on a label and stuff like that. But what I realize is people, when success shows up, people get really afraid and people get really scared of actually really doing what they say they really truly want to do. And that goes for you guys too. Okay. Just to let you know, because a lot of people are really afraid of more success than failure. And what I notice is, not everybody's cut out to travel. Not everybody's cut out to leave their home when it comes to being in a band.
Right.
For me, it doesn't bother me. I can get up and go anywhere. I'm like a chameleon. I can blend in any certain situation because my life, I've never always been like in one place for a very long time. When I was young, around 4 or 5 years old, my mom and my dad split up and I came to Massachusetts from New York. That was the start of some mental problems in my head. And I never could stay in one place very long. So I ended up, moving to Massachusetts for a while. Then I had to see a psychiatrist. Then I ended up going back to my father in New York. And then from there, as I got older, I had this back and forth thing going on for a while. And then when I became a teenager, same thing happened. I was back and forth. So I never really had a stable situation my whole life with having a family, like a mom and dad and, and growing up with them until you're ready to go to college or school. That wasn't my life. My life was, I was more like, it was chaos. It was like, I was like a rebel, partying, getting in a band, and walking out of school, not giving a crap, dropping out in 10th grade, going to California by myself, like just a whole bunch of chaotic things. But my point is that I realized that no matter what you do, it takes a really big commitment. And for me, in order for me to really want to do something, there has to be a purpose behind it. And it has to be something that's going to drive me. So when I was always in the band, it was always about reaching the top. It was always about having success. It was always about touring. And it was always about like, how far can we go? I want to go international. I want to travel. I want to hit the bigger stages. I want to, go with other bands. I want to get on different labels and I want to be able to get on a tour bus and do the whole thing, right? That's always been my passion and my dream and my drive, right? But now that I'm running an online business for quite a few years now and had great success, what I realize is I want to play music, but I haven't had the drive. I haven't had the inspiration. And it's because I don't know how to play music just for fun. For me, I'm kind of like an all or nothing guy. If I don't have like a reason to do something, I'm just not going to do it.
And you have like new guitars now, and they haven't even touched.
It's funny because when I was in a band, I had only 2 guitars, right? One for the, to play the stage and one for a backup in case the string broke, right? But now I have like 5 guitars and I want another guitar but I'm not really playing as much as I could be playing, okay?
Right.
So I realized is I have to find a different way to inspire me for fun. And if something comes out of it, great. Something doesn't, then I should still do it just because the enjoyment of it. That's my biggest struggle. So I've been going through a depression with this, and it's affected also my business, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And Ace can vouch for that. So this is why we hired a coach, and I've been going through something, and the coach recognized it as well. So I realized after watching Angel, streaming on the computer and playing his games, I looked at that and I was like, wow, like he's doing that. And it's exciting. He's starting to get subscribers. He got his first comment. And I was just like, I'm so happy for them, because I helped them to get it started and everything. And he looks a lot happier now. And then I said, I want to do the same thing. And I realized like, no, I don't. I want to do my thing. My own thing.
Your own thing. Yeah. On camera.
So what I did was I ended up going back to my old channel where my studio videos are at, where I'm recording. And I found out I have 9 subscribers. And I don't even know where they came from. So they must like what they see, right? And I look at Angel and I looked at his channel, and funny enough, Angel had only 9 subscribers. So we both had only 9 subscribers, only a few videos. So which was kind of strange. So I think it was just meant to be. So so what I thought about is like on this channel, I could actually start playing and start recording, you know, my guitar riffs. And like I said, if something comes out of it that's going to be bigger and great, and I get picked up, and you know I can go big, great. If it doesn't, I'm still okay. I'm still cool with it. My old attitude was like, I'm doing this because I gotta go, I gotta go, and it was just like a drive and a push and a hustle. Okay, and that's who I am. That's who I've always been. But now I'm just going to do it because I just want to play, and that's it. So why am I sharing this with you? Why am I being vulnerable with you about this? Is because as a success, and no matter what you do, I heard this from, you know, very successful people. If you want to be successful, you have to love what you do, because there's going to be days that it's not always going to work out great. Like there's times, guys, that we've played in front of big shows. I'm talking like big shows, like events, festivals, and you know, and we would have label offers from different record labels, and we turned them down because they weren't really great labels. But you know, but other times we would play a show when it would be only a few people, right? But we always played like we had a full arena. That was our mentality. If you have a few people, you play that show like you have 100 people watching you. Okay, but at the same time, if you have a big show, it doesn't change anything. You give you 110% no matter what you do, right? No matter what show you're playing. Okay. And I remember a great show we had in Hartford, and we opened up for some great popular bands that were more advanced than us, that have been out there longer. And our crowds were like literally like in the thousands, and it was amazing to be, you know, to have that experience and be recognized how great we were. We got a great compliment, and it was phenomenal, because I remember, you know, we were a little nervous because that was one of our biggest shows we've ever done. And we had a guitarist. You guys, it's a great story. You guys are going to laugh because this guitarist had agoraphobia. And, you know, if you don't know what agoraphobia is, it's not good to be around a lot of people if you have agoraphobia. So we're in the bathroom, okay? I got a beer in my hand. We're in the bathroom, and he's actually, you know, I'm taking a piss, and he's taking a piss. And he looks at me and he goes, dude, I'm really freaking out right now. And I'm like, what's the matter, man? He goes, I got agoraphobia. And I'm like, what is that? He goes, you can't be around a lot of people because you start freaking out. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you're going to tell me that now? We got a big show coming up? I mean, this is crazy. So, and you got to understand something. As we're in the bathroom, okay, wow, our intro is starting to play. This place is jam-packed with thousands of people, and you see the lights go out and smoke coming from the stage, and we have to go through the back to go up the stage on the side stairs where nobody could see you. So we had it all planned out, right? So we go, okay, you go up first, and I go up next, and you go. And we had it all planned out, you know, looking really good up there. And what happens is he's so nervous, he just messed it up. I think he went up there first, right? So what was amazing was, as soon as all we could see was like, it was dark on stage. All I could see in front of the smoke was just a whole bunch of dark heads. Wow. Okay, I couldn't even tell they were female or male. I mean, they were just, it was just like a sea of them. And I remember it was just like, you know, one person came on, and then I came on, then Brian came on, and then the drummer came on, then Mike came on last. The singer always comes up last. Then all of a sudden, all I hear is, because my ear is cued to the drummer when he hits the hi-hat 4 times, like, right? Like, once he hits that 4 times, that's it. Like, boom, it's just, the show starts, okay? Lights go on, smoke filled the air, people are moving. It was the most intense thing I've ever experienced in my life, right? And I love that so much that I wanted to keep driving that, right? And at the point now, we were getting ready pretty soon to start writing new material for the second album, the second CD. So we finally get there, and what was happening is the pressure was starting to form that the reality, it wasn't about fun anymore, it was about a business. And this is all important for you guys to understand, because it's going to be relevant to what you're doing right now. And what happened was, we noticed that the drummer had new shows lined up in other states with other bigger bands, where you could actually you know, mingle and really start to get to know the industry a little bit better, because it's a niche, just like your industry. That's an industry as well, right? Yeah. So we were getting to the point that, you know, people loved our music. We had a unique sound and everything. It was amazing. So we were going towards that next level. Okay. And I got upset because what I heard in the studio was a little bit of drama about, firing the drummer after, we finished recording, the CD. And I said, you guys realize that, why would you want to fire the drummer just because you don't agree with what he's doing? Okay. It's not just your band. Like you always want it to be your band, Michael. It's about the band in general. And he's helping us get bigger shows to get even bigger and make that dream come true that you guys always talk about. But now, see, the reality is starting to smack you in the face of wanting success. Now, success is showing you right there. Success is right in front of your face. And the problem is you want to push it away because you're actually scared of the reality of true success. You guys ever feel like that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever feel like that? Because you want something so bad, but you're afraid that it actually might happen. So what happens is you get what I like to call stage fright.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you don't really give your business 110% that the way that it deserves because you have stage fright.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yes.
And what I mean by stage fright for those guys is that they didn't want to leave their homes. They were in a cushy life. Okay.
Complacent. Yeah.
I have a job. I have a home. I have a life. Well, I'm sorry. You got into the wrong business if that's what you want. Because you have to make sacrifices to have success. I don't care what type of niche it is. Internet marketing, being in a metal band. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
And this is why you can learn a lot from this message today that I'm sharing with you. This is very vitally important, and it's so true for anything you want to accomplish in your life. Age has no factor in what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Age has no factor. That's why you see older bands make it and also younger bands make it. That's why you see older people in this niche with internet marketing make it, right? And younger people also make it. So what's your excuse?
Right.
Are you feeling that stage fright? Are you feeling like, I say I want that success, but am I really giving it that 110% that it truly deserves to really actually own up to it? Because do I really deserve it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the key, guys. This is the message I want to share with you today. Okay. And I want you to feel what I'm saying. Every single one of you who's listened to this message. Okay. I can only talk to you guys from my experience about what I went through. I love Mike, man. I love Brian. They're my buds. Okay. But as far as the success part, I know more than them on that front because I know how to make money. I know how to lose it. I know how to drive. I know how to hustle. I know how to make things happen. That's a given. I already proved it to them. I have to prove nothing no more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if they're watching this, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. I
don't shut up for nobody anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I want you guys to understand that you guys have the ability to learn what I'm teaching you today from that message.
Right.
Okay. Don't be afraid when the stage lights are ready to go on. Don't be afraid. Okay. When everybody's watching you. Okay. This is your time to shine. It's your time to shine. It's your time to make it happen finally, where you can call the shots, where you can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Right? That crowd is waiting for you out there. I'm telling you right now. But they want to know, are you worthy of getting up on that stage?
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
Because once that first signal starts, the show begins.
Damn right.
And once the show begins, you can't stop.
You sure can't.
One thing I learned, and I'll tell you another story, and this is linked to this. My first show that I've ever had in a band called Dread Cross, it was the name of that band. It was my first time I ever played on stage, a real stage, not a party, real stage.
Rich, how old was you?
I think I was, in my early 20s, late teens.
Okay.
No, early 20s. And what happened was a band was looking for a guitarist, and they were like already getting ready to go on stage, a little more serious from the bands I've been in the past. And this is my early days. And I got on stage, and I froze. Okay, I froze. And the guys turned to me. I was like, "What are you doing? We told you never stop."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I kept going. So it wasn't about like getting it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was about actually improvising and keep it going. And then once I kept it going, I found my place and I was playing and everything was fine. I didn't expect the rush, the energy. I didn't expect all the people. I didn't expect the response. I didn't expect the sweat, the lights. I didn't expect all that because that was my first time experiencing that.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, was that awesome. But the very beginning was scared, just like you guys are going through, right? So people have fear about video. They're like, oh, I don't want to be on video. I don't want to show myself. I'm scared.
Yeah.
That's because you're afraid of rejection.
Sure.
You're afraid of what people are going to think about you. Right? You never give them an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? You never give them an opportunity to even see you.
Yeah.
You don't even know who's out there. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I went up there and we started playing. And then at one part, I just got in the band. I was just learning it and I froze. I'm like, oh. And then I stopped, not for long, but I stopped and they all looked at me and that's all I needed. They looked at me like, oh, I made a mistake. Kept going. So we talked about it afterwards and they said, Rich, what happens is when you're in a band and you play on stage, you're playing live, you never stop. Sometimes, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they can't even tell you mess up because there's so much energy happening, so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
You can't even tell if you mess up. The only way you can tell you mess up is if people stop playing.
And you let them see you sweat.
They never saw me sweat.
Exactly.
I covered it up very quickly.
Yes.
But that was experience that I learned by going through that motion. So as I progressed into other bands in the future and went professional, okay, I knew about improvisation. So if you mess up, and trust me, every show, everybody messes up.
Yes.
Nobody's perfect.
That's right.
No matter how perfect you try to be. Just like when you get out there on video and you're marketing, don't worry about being perfect. Just get it going.
And improvise.
Yeah. This video right now, I'm talking to you guys. I'm sharing my story. It's not perfect.
Nope. It's not scripted.
I don't expect it to be.
It's right off the cuff.
I don't expect it to be perfect. Exactly. I expect to share a story with you and let you know if I can inspire you and teach you something that I've been dealing with that I can share with you.
Yes.
Now I'm going to be creating new content on another video channel and start creating some, metal riffs of the day. Okay. And start putting it out there on my other channel, which I got subscribers that I didn't even know. They're probably waiting for videos that I haven't done in years. So it was very interesting to see that. And that really inspired me. And I told Angel today, I said, Angel, I want to thank you. I said, you know what you did to me? You inspired me because of what you're doing, what I'm seeing you do. You're creating content. You know how many videos he was creating a day? He was creating 3 videos a day.
You're hungry.
3 videos a day.
Gamer. Yeah.
I'm like, what? What is my excuse?
Wow.
And I just told him a little while ago, Angel, I've been dealing with a depression and I've been dealing with something that's affecting me. And I just want to tell you, I want to thank you for inspiring me. I want to thank you for doing what you're doing because it woke me up. And it made me realize that I can have fun just like you. And you taught me that. And I want to thank you.
14-year-old.
14-year-old. So guys, if you take away from this story, go out there and give it 110%. Don't tiptoe through the water.
Stop playing around.
You got to dive right in, guys. You got to be hungry.
Absolutely.
And you I think that anything that we've ever done or I've done in my life, it has to be like 110%. You got to go for it. Right. Like, how did we record a CD and have a producer? That's expensive for, working a regular job and not having, a lot of money. I mean, I was working at the time at Best Buy and I wasn't a Geek Squad. I was a sales guy on the floor at computer sales. So I was getting minimum wage. I mean, I think it was like $9-10 an hour,
Yeah.
And let me tell you, how did we do it? Well, the beautiful thing about it was Danny, the guitarist, actually took a credit card out. I said, guys, we're going to get a credit card out. We're going to go in the studio. If Danny never pushed the band to record the second album, that second album from Clip, that's amazing album, would have never happened.
Right.
And I thank Danny every single day for that. You see how sometimes you got to get uncomfortable? Some people have to make you uncomfortable for you to have success.
Absolutely.
That album was a great success. Okay? But here's the thing. Danny pushed the rest of the band. You know what Danny said? Danny said, okay, here's the calendar. And we actually checked off every day when we were rehearsing up to the day of the studio date. We requested the studio date a year in advance because that studio is popular for metal bands to travel all over the world and record right over here in Westfield, which is really weird, right? You wouldn't think that, but that's a very famous studio over here.
It's like a
hidden gem.
A hidden gem, yeah.
And I went in there and I
took me there to see it.
Yeah, and I saw famous bands that I look up to, and I saw their picture there, and I'm like, oh my God, I recorded here, awesome! And I get to record there too, right?
Yeah.
So, but Danny said, guys, I'm gonna take out a credit card, and we're gonna do this, but every single one of you have to pay your fair share.
That's right. That's fair.
And you know what? He made everybody uncomfortable to make it happen.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
how did this album come about? I mean, think about it, right? We all had to like literally come together and work together as a team to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes me realize when I think back now, all the training I've gotten from millionaires, all the training and success that I've learned over the years, like I could reflect back now and realize why that band didn't go as far as it could. Like if I can go back in time and do it all over again, totally different. Totally different. Totally different mindset. Because I have the wisdom now to take things really far because of my knowledge and my ability to understand how to understand marketing, how to understand distribution, things like that. I get that now. That I didn't understand before. What was it? I was a musician. I was a guy working a job. All I did was have drive and determination, which is important, but also knowledge is just as important too.
Yes. Yes.
So everybody thought they knew what they were doing, but the reality is they did not know what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the guys I'm sure feel like that, right? Like you're running your business. Like, I don't know if I feel like I know what I'm doing.
Right,
Well, here's how you solve that problem. Keep investing in yourselves, keep getting more knowledge, keep getting better at what you're doing. Before you know it, guess what happens? Mm-hmm. You start getting better, you start earning more money.
And one of the things that I want to add to that is the fact that I just hearing your story, and it's so great that you're sharing that, Rich, is the fact that you didn't let anything stop you because of that hunger and drive that you've had. And, you know, we talk to so many clients and leads and prospects all the time when we do our consults, and people come to us, they flock to us, they ask us questions and questions that, you know, are very personal.
Oh God. Yeah.
Very personal questions. Yeah. And then what happens is we find and learn that, you know, different strokes for different folks. Some folks are out there that complain. Yeah. And there's folks out there that are very weak, wussies, that don't allow their dreams to be their drive, but they let their problems be their drive. Right. And there's a difference with that because you had a dream, and that dream gave you the fuel to your internal pilot.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Your internal pilot light to light it up on fire so that it'll keep you going even when the cards are not in your favor, like you always talk about.
And I feel like that's starting to happen again with me.
Right.
So I know exactly what you mean by that, because you have to have something to drive you to make something happen.
Right. And then the ones that are unsuccessful wonder years later down the road why and what happened. And the truth of the matter is they let outsource circumstances out around them, their circumstances and their environment of what's happening on the outside determine their future. And that's a problem. You see, no matter what, and I said this to a lot of people, and if you're hearing this for the first time, you're watching this in your group or your YouTube channel, whatever, pay close attention to what I'm about to say. You're in business for yourself. You're here because you have a strong reason why you want to be here, why you want to be in business.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Mark my words. What happens is what's going on in your life, around you, who's done what to who, and what's going on in the world. That will always happen, regardless whether you stop your business today or you continue.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you got to keep going.
But you also, here's the important thing, guys. You have to love what you do, like I said earlier.
Yes, yes.
Like most bands, especially in our niche, as far as the metal niche.
Yes.
We don't make much money, right? We really don't.
No.
There's bands that make money just probably like a job, and that's it when they go on the road. The only way to really make the money is for merchandising and actually, touring.
Promoting the tours.
That's how you make the money.
The events.
But when people do it, they actually do it for the love of the music and the fans and giving back and everything.
Not just money.
And making that as a career.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to understand, it's for the love of what you do. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to marketing, as far as online for our niche, what we're talking about here is that you have to ask yourself, like, why do I love this?
Why?
Do I love it just because I want to make money?
Right.
Now, if you love it just for the money aspect of it, you're never going to make money.
You're in trouble.
As far as big money, okay?
Nope, you won't.
If you love it for a different aspect besides the money, you're going to kill it in this business.
You're going to crush it.
Because you're going to break obstacles. You're going to break down walls and boulders and bricks, whatever you want to call it, okay? Because you're going to have the ability to see something that's going to drive you and you're not even thinking about how much money you're making. You're thinking about the results that you're acquiring.
Right.
And when you acquire these results, you start multiplying the results.
Yes.
When you start multiplying the results, you start to see, oh my God, it was my own belief that was stopping me all along.
Right.
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 So that belief has to be tied to what you want. So you got to ask yourself, like, what is it that you really truly want?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, really think about that. It's kind of cliche, but no matter what you do, if you're a musician or you're a marketer, like it doesn't matter.
Don't
like,
be vague about it.
What is it? What's the reason?
Be crystal clear on that.
Crystal clear. Like what is the reason? And once you know the reason, that's when you have to put the plan in place to make it happen, to make that reason come true.
Exactly.
Okay. But that reason has to be something that really keeps you awake at night, right? If it doesn't keep you awake, you can fall asleep really easy, then it's probably nothing.
It ain't strong enough.
But if it's something that just drives you and just eats you up inside, it's like a little annoyance. It just eats you up inside, like, well, I just got to make that happen.
Right,
it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the goal. It has to do
Yes.
with something that just excites you and inspires you.
Mm.
That's the key
Now
to
you
really
talking.
making it
Yes.
happen and being successful. Okay, it's cliche, but it's true.
Yeah.
And you got to really, every time you got to reflect back to it. What are you living for? What are you living for? Are you just living to just exist? I always told myself the reason I got in the band in the first place was not just to exist. I want to live, I want to thrive, I want to travel, I want to see things. That was my whole purpose to begin with for living on this planet.
Yes.
Right. And I know that for a fact. There's no doubt in my mind. Without a shadow, that is what it was.
Yeah.
And it still is. I still love traveling.
Yeah.
Right. So what is it for you that's going to drive you, make you excited, make you get uncomfortable, maybe do things on the internet you've never done before, invest in things you never invested in,
Yes.
right? For you to grow and make that commitment, because see, you'll make that commitment if you really truly love something that you want to succeed at. It has nothing to do with money, your goal. But if it's just to succeed about the money part, you're not going to invest in it. You're not. Because you'll make excuses for yourself because it doesn't mean anything to you.
Exactly. Right on. Yeah.
And that's what hurts.
Stings.
It hurts people the most.
Yes, it does.
Because we were never taught that, right? We were never taught that.
No.
But I'm teaching you right now from my experience about what I've been through and vulnerably what I'm going through personally right now.
Right.
Right? Because I want you to know how I'm overcoming it. Okay? And you could overcome this.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Yeah.
You just have to find that desire. Let's not even say a why. Let's call it a desire.
Right.
A desire is much more powerful than a why. A why is like, well, why am I doing this? Why? No, desire. You desire something. Desire is, I love that word because desire speaks to you like you deserve it. If you desire something, don't you deserve it? Of course you do. Why does someone deserve something that you don't deserve? What makes them different from you? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. They bleed red like you. They have flesh like you. They have eyeballs like you. So it makes them different. The desire was so strong, they knew exactly what they desired.
That's right.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what you desire, then that's where you should start. What is your desire? Case in point, I'm going to be creating some new videos. It's going to be on my other channel. It's going to be some guitar riffs. I'm going to be talking to people. And I'm going to be talking about stories. I'm going to be talking about, business. And I'm going to put my links out. Hey, this is what I do for a living. This is, I play guitar. And this is what I do for business to actually make money. I'm just going to be open and just vulnerable with people, right? Because I can relate to them. Because maybe now they can't even play out because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They're not making money.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic. And the pandemic has still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, definitely.
So I want you to think about that. What is your desire? What is your desire? Do you want to, be mortgage free? Like you don't want to have any mortgage in your home anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you desire? See, it may be about money from that aspect, but it's not. It's a desire to be free and be debt free from actually paying a mortgage from your house. Or what about if you have a vehicle you just got a loan on, maybe not so long ago,
Right.
and you want to pay off that vehicle loan?
Own it.
And you want to own it.
You want to own it.
You want to be debt free.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a credit card debt of $5,000, $3,000, and you want to pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But Rich, you're talking about money. No, I'm talking about desire to get rid of the problems in your mind that's connected to money. You feel me? You have to really believe in a true, strong desire to actually make your life a little bit more effortless. It doesn't matter how big the goal is. It matters how much you love that goal, how much you just think about it every single day, and it just eats you and crawls inside your body, and you can't even sleep at night because you want it so bad. You want to make it happen so bad. That's how you make this stuff happen. Because it's going to force you to get uncomfortable. It's going to force you to like invest in new things and learn new skill sets and go beyond.
And you will get uncomfortable. Let me tell you.
Yes.
You will.
Yes.
There's no running away from it. You can hide all you want behind your computer. But guess what? Eventually, you're going to have to come out.
You got to come out, man. You got to come out. Right?
Yeah.
You got to come out and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
My name is Nancy Park. This is the real me. What's going on? Hey, this is Tracy Lee. You know, I'm a painter. And I actually build a business online on the side. Why do I paint? I like to paint. I've been doing it all my life. But you know what? I love online business. I love creating that extra income on the side. It's a beautiful thing. Why can't you guys go out there and talk like that? Why can't you be real with yourself and be real with people? Because you're afraid. You're afraid to be real because nobody ever taught you to be real.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody taught you to be like someone else.
How can you keep it real if you're not really keeping it real?
Follow the herd.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Follow the herd, but don't follow your heart.
Right.
Follow you. You know, my coach, Jeffrey Combs, has a CD set. It's called More Heart Than Talent.
Yes.
And I know what he means by that. To have talent means nothing. To have heart is everything. Talent comes with, you can learn something.
Yeah.
Right? Talent can be learned. It can. You ever heard that? Oh, well, he's got talent. No. Like, you know, people come to me like, wow, dude, you're guitar playing, man. You got talent. And no, I worked my ass off for years to learn that shit. It's not talent. Who came up with that word talent? I think that's a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah.
Everybody who's got talent has learned a skill.
Yeah. My coach, actually, Rhonda Swan, she's the mother and successful entrepreneur in the industry. She actually had published a book called Skills Are Cheap, Passion is Priceless.
Yeah. Because having more passion is what you really need.
It's your heart, man.
You know?
It's your heart.
That heart is key, man. When you got heart,
right.
You're fighting to live another day to make it happen.
That's right.
See, you're getting beat up, you're getting battered, you're getting bruised. You're like, oh my God, I just keep doing the same thing and nothing's happening. Well, maybe you need to change something. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
You keep doing, you ever heard that terminology, doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result? It's kind of like the definition of insanity, right? That's what's going on. Whenever something's not working, tweak it. Why does Ace and Rich always say test, track, and tweak? Ace and Rich is always testing, changing. How can I get a response this way? Oh, I'm not getting a response that way for over a month. I got to change it. Let's try this strategy. Right?
Yeah.
You think we stay the same all the time? No.
Heck no.
Right? But we're so driven by a desire that we're going to figure out new things all the time.
Yes.
Right? Got to get uncomfortable, make it happen, guys.
Don't be stale in your business. Don't
Don't be
babysit
stale.
it. I say don't babysit it. Don't babysit your business.
So, guys,
yeah.
you know, this is a great story I'm sharing with you.
Yes.
And you know, I've been going through something, and I think today, you know, I've had a really good aha awakening called aha awakening. I like that aha awakening. It's like an aha moment, an aha awakening. And I want you guys in the chat and tell me, what's the reason that you're actually doing this?
Right.
Let me know in the chat right now. What is the reason why you are doing this internet marketing stuff?
And let me add this, because you know how Coach Ace is. Don't put what the answer you expect everybody else to answer. You put your own answer. The answer that has been inside you all this time
has nothing to do with money.
has nothing to do with money.
Okay, you cannot. That's the caveat here.
It
You
is.
cannot put anything about money, cash, or nothing.
Don't BS us. Please don't.
Okay, I want you guys to put. And if you don't know, say I don't know.
I just don't know.
Be honest with yourself.
Got to.
Because today's video, this live, might be a big breakthrough for you.
And a blessing.
And a blessing.
And a blessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So let me know in the chat, guys. What is the reason? Truly.
Yeah.
The reason, money aside, what is the main reason? The desire.
Yes.
Why you're doing this?
Why are you?
Why are you
doing
here?
this? Why did you even decide to learn affiliate marketing?
Yeah.
Why do you want to become an entrepreneur?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Now?
Yeah.
Okay?
Think about it.
Let us know.
Go ahead and type in the chat. We're going to take a look at the chat box in a few minutes. And look at here. Here comes the comments. Just keep them flowing in, guys. This is awesome. And thank you for all the hearts, the likes, the shares. This is awesome. And those of you who started a watch party, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that.
This is really helping us out to get the word out about the hot seat and let everybody know how real this actual show is, because you know there's a lot of shows out there. There's a lot of fluff out there, and they don't want to talk about the most controversial topics. Some of them don't even want to go there. Well, guess what? Ace and Rich, we go there.
We go there.
And we talk about business too at the same time, because we are been in this industry for a very, very long time. And we see what's going on.
And, you know, we go through our own challenges.
We do.
No, we're not immune.
No.
Everybody, I don't care how successful you are, you're going to go through some
challenges.
Challenges.
I don't care if you're the CEO of a company, multi-million-dollar.
They got their own challenges.
Everybody goes through some kind of trial and tribulation in their life. There is no immunity to that.
I just thought of something very funny. Guys, you heard about the that whole GameStop thing going on? Like these actual young gamers actually oust these billionaire hedge fund dudes. Okay? That's huge. That's huge. That's a big win for the little guy, which is freaking awesome, right? So what's the moral to that? The moral to I don't care how rich you are, okay? You can deal with shit too. All right? So there you go. All right. Let me see here.
All right, we got some comments here.
So let me see. I'm going to be let me go into the StreamYard and add these comments because I want people to know.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Let's flash some comments up there. Some good stuff here. Thank you, guys. Cool story. David Gibson says, cool story, Rich. David William Toomey says, I have trouble learning to play the instruments. And Kevin Coe says, are you worthy? Great point. Great point. Nancy Park says, I just feel I don't have enough valuable content to share. So I haven't done videos since being sick. Also with computer issues, computer situations fixed now. No honest reasons, just excuses, I know. That's Nancy Park.
Okay, hold on. Did you get a new computer, Nancy? Did you get an Intel chip like I told you? If you didn't get an Intel, I would have returned that AMD and got an Intel. Just so you know. That's why I don't buy Intels. I mean, AMDs. So AMDs always seem to have problems for some reason.
Oh, man.
Let's see here.
Look, guys, don't go shopping without talking to Rich first.
Nancy Park says, it took me obstacles to overcome.
Yeah.
For the children to be set free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. And let's look at another one she said. Let me put up this big one here. I want to be able to help more missionaries just like this morning. When I was pretty instrumental in helping several saved children receive freedom. Okay, I want to talk about this right here. Okay? Because, and this is why people struggle. I'm going to leave this. It's kind of a little bit high, but my head's up here. See that?
Well, you kind of rambled a little bit.
But I want you to look at this right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And Nancy, this is not to be a Debbie Downer, and this is to coach you and to help you to grow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And be better and do even more for missionaries. Okay.
Yes.
Here's the thing that I've learned and I've realized, and you know what I'm going to say. All right. It's a beautiful thing when we want to actually do more to help people.
Oh,
it really is.
Yes.
But you're making a really big mistake, Nancy. Very big mistake. And the reason why is because for once, you're not thinking about yourself. And that's hurting you. When people can see that you're giving something to someone, they can see that you're not fully fulfilled. You're creating an empty shell within you. And it's only to fill your void of pain that you're dealing with internally within yourself. Because you're afraid to give to yourself. You feel guilty about giving to yourself, so it's always easier to give to someone else. You understand that? When you actually, and it's the opposite of what we've ever learned. When you actually think about yourself, I used to be just like you, Nancy. I always want to give. My coach calls that a go-giver, or a giver. All right? Give, and a give, and a give. Right? Givers. Okay, people pleasers.
People pleasing, yeah.
And this is a detriment to your growth as doing even more for missionaries.
Yes, actually.
I love the fact that you want to give more to missionaries.
True.
But those missionaries need to see you more in a higher light.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
And you deserve to be in a higher light.
Absolutely. You do a lot.
Okay, you do a lot.
You do a lot, Nancy.
But you got to do more for yourself.
Yes.
Because the more that you, you can take a step back here. And I want you to think about, you know what? Starting today, when I'm here in the hot seat, I want to start giving back more to myself. I want to be selfish a little bit for a little while. And the reason why is because I need to become stronger for myself, because if I'm stronger for myself, I can be strong for more missionaries. Are you getting that? If you're not strong for yourself, you can only do so much for your missionaries.
Makes sense.
Why is it when I see people that talk about the church, and I see people that are Christian, and the ones that are actually are doing a lot for missionaries and a lot for the world, that's because they took care of themselves first.
Mm-hmm.
They've educated themselves first. They've learned new skill sets about them first, to become better leaders, to give more to the missionaries first. Okay? You got to build yourself up first. You cannot give, if you want to give more, you got to give yourself more first.
Amen to that.
Just like having a relationship.
Yes.
If you don't give yourself more first, and you're giving it away to the other half more, you're giving your power away.
Yes. Woo.
Are you feeling that? I love the Lord just as much as you do, dear. But the Lord wants you to be fruitful, and the Lord wants you to be strong too. Remember that.
Coming from Rich Guzman. Okay.
And I say that with 100% heart and love. All right. Who else? Okay. Tracy Lee says, quit my job, break free from whatever anyone expects from me. I'm sorry, Tracy. That sucks. That's nothing. It sucks. I'm going to be mediocre, man. I'm going to be raw and brutal.
That's mediocre.
On this line. I'm going to be raw and brutal with you.
That's
I love you, Tracy, but that shit sucks.
Come on.
That's nothing, man.
You bigger than that.
You got to think bigger than that, man.
Bigger.
That's why you haven't done much, because that's not really an excuse. That right there is not a desire.
No. That's
not a dream. What kind of dream is that?
That's why you dabble in your business, because of that. That's not enough. Need more.
Come on, man.
You can do better than that.
You see what I'm saying? You haven't even done this homework. You haven't even think about yourself. That's not thinking about yourself. Everyone wants to quit their job. But what makes Tracy different? What makes Tracy unique?
Dig deeper, brother. Dig deeper.
Yeah. You know how many people I've heard that from? I said that before. I quit my job, break free, and help everybody else out.
I said don't put the same answers you expect everybody else to answer.
Don't do that to yourself, man.
That's not uniquely you.
Like, what does Tracy want?
Right.
That's a byproduct of what you want.
Right. Try it again, Tracy.
That's going to happen automatically.
Try it again.
But think about, like, what is it does Tracy want? What is Tracy dreaming about? And this is a good way to actually paint the picture. And this is good for you too, Nancy. If money was no option, what would your perfect day look like? You get up in the morning, what would your perfect day? Have you guys ever wrote out your perfect day? Have you? Have you ever thought about your perfect day?
I actually wrote mine many years ago, and then I had to rewrite mine again.
Yeah, I got to rewrite mine. Yeah, I got to
rewrite mine.
I got to redo mine.
It's changed from 10 years ago.
Yeah, I definitely got to redo mine.
Yes.
So, Tracy, I want you to literally think about what me and Ace are saying here.
Yeah.
Okay? Today, this live's about a breakthrough. Y'all bounce out the live, that's your loss. Okay? That's all I got to say.
That's right.
Because you guys are going to miss out on a breakthrough. All right? Tracy, I want you to think about what do you want? And I want you to start dreaming again. I want you to think about and put it in your, not your eyeballs, your mind's eye, your future self. What does it look like for your perfect day? And I want you to paint the picture in your mind. You got to paint the canvas, brother. Okay?
No limits. What's your perfect day? No limits. What does it look like? What are you doing? Be exactly as specific as possible.
You know, I love what David Willing-Toomey said here. He said, Michael Price loves the Lord, but he has built himself up. Now, this is a great example. Michael Price has invested, tens of thousands of dollars as well, right?
Yes, he has.
Now, he's actually got coaching from what? Tony Robbins, right?
Yeah.
He's got uncomfortable, but he focused on himself first.
Yes, yes.
Right? And he loves the Lord, and he does a lot for the missionaries. Why?
Yes.
He can do a lot more.
Right.
He's very successful because he took care of himself first.
Yes.
Now he's able to give back even more, and now he has the knowledge to create what? Kingdom Wealth Alliance.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's always you first, guys. You first. The Lord wants you to be fruitful. The Lord wants you to have it all, because once you have it all, you have the knowledge to know how to give back to people.
Yes.
And you know what didn't the Lord say, teach a man how to fish?
Yeah, become fishermen, fishers of men.
Yeah. So how can you teach someone to fish if you don't know how to fish first?
Hello. Hallelujah. Right there.
I want you to feel that. Okay. Let's see. Let me go over who's the next person here.
Okay.
Here we go.
So David Toomey says, to pay down my 5-figure debt so it does not fall on my son in the event of my death.
Okay, so besides the death, okay, before you kick the bucket, let's just keep it real and be raw about it. Before you kick the bucket, all right, what do you want to do for you before that time comes? So when you're in the bed, you can feel grateful about yourself that you actually did something. You tell me, what is it that you want before that time comes? I want you to think about that, Dave. What do you want for you? Not for your son, for you. So you're able to do that for your son. Why is it that we always separate ourselves from ourselves? Because it's painful.
Yeah.
We never had a relationship with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We always want to, get away from ourselves. It's okay to think about other people, but you're not going to be able to do that unless you build yourself up. It's you to make that happen.
Right.
So in order for you to make that happen, Dave, what is it that you want to make happen for yourself? Like, what is it that you want? What does your perfect day look like before you pass on?
Now, Tracy Lee has answered the question. He's come back. He says, well, let's see. I really want to.
Well, let's put it up first. Right here? Okay.
Yeah. I really want to become a big landowner, which I'm working on. Okay. So you want to own property. You want to own land that you could build on.
Okay. So you want to build land. Do you know the location exactly where you want to build that land? Okay. And what is the purpose of being a landowner? Whenever we think about a desire, we don't want to, like keywords, right? We talked about keywords before, broad and exact, right? Specifically.
Yeah.
Exact is more specific. Broad is just kind of like broad, right? So this is very broad. You want to make, you want to be a landowner. To be more specific, where do you want to buy land? How big is the land? How many acres is the land?
Right.
Okay. What kind of house do you want to build? It's going to be a log cabin house. It's going to be a more modern house.
Right.
Do you want to have a pool in the back? Like, what is it specifically does Tracy want? What does he see in his mind's eye as he's painting that canvas? What is he seeing? You see, you can't get excited and have a desire unless we really start dreaming again. So when we start dreaming for ourselves, we start getting excited and we start getting hungry.
Right.
Why do you think I said before about a nice, like when you see a lot of different avatars about lions, because lion needs to feed. A lion can't feed unless he has a desire to feed.
Right. There's a message from Willie Cleveland. I don't know if he's watching on YouTube or watching us live here on our Facebook profile or in a group, but he says, I'm doing it for my mom and my friend who is a single mom with 4 kids.
Okay. So when it comes to doing stuff for the family, a family or in a relationship, even if it's family, spouse, whatever, okay? When you become selfish for yourself, I know this is out of the ordinary. It seems like, oh, that's conceited. No, it's not. It means that the person decided to make himself stronger so the family has more respect for that person. It doesn't mean you become egotistical. It means when you become stronger, yes, you can give back. Let me give an example. Right now, my mom, when she comes over and visit, okay, I could take her out for coffee. I could treat her. I could order the best, finest foods that we have over here, one of the high-class restaurants, and I order for her, right? And I say, Mom, what would you like?
That's right.
On the menu, you pick what you want, and I'll get it for you.
You want some, what she always gets that?
She gets all kinds of stuff. But my point is, notice how it's not about like thinking about her first. It was about thinking about me first.
Right.
And you thinking about yourself first. Right. And saying, Mom, what would you like? What would you like? Not what I want you to like, but what do you like?
Mm-hmm.
See, I can do that now because I took in the time to develop myself, okay, to be able to do those beautiful things.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you're starting to worry about family members, they're not going to respect you. You may think that, but they're not. When you become a leader, when you start thinking about yourself and educating yourself and investing in yourself and becoming a better person for yourself, doing personal development, finding out what's wrong, how to combat those problems, become a solution to your own problems, and then become a solution to other people's problems, then you can solve your family's problems. You get that? That was a little fast, but that's when my brain works. This is all history and all the stuff I learned over the years. Does that come from me? This is from me investing in myself and learning from other people who are successful. Okay?
That's right.
You got to stop thinking about your family first. That was your problem too.
Yes, it was.
And I told us to stop thinking about your family.
I decree this
Your
Jersey
family
girl,
is going to make
doing
you.
it
Your family's going to make you broke just like them.
Long time.
Your family's going to make you broke just like them.
Yep.
And at first they're going to be like, "Oh, what you think? You're too good for us?" Now it's like, "Oh, Annie, how you doing? Annie, how you doing? Nice to hear from you." More respect. There was no respect for her in the beginning.
You saw it.
No respect.
He lived with me. He saw it.
No respect. And I was like, no wonder why you're struggling.
Yeah.
You have no time to think for yourself.
None.
You always want to take care of your family. And when I talked to her, like, well, I want to get my family. I want to get a mansion. I want to get a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom. I want to take care of my family, have me live with them and everything else like that. I'm like, what about you?
Yeah.
Do you know why I took her to Las Vegas the first year we met? I wanted to get away from the environment. That was my first idea. Get out of your environment. I want you to enjoy yourself for 1 week.
I'll petrify to get on that plane.
Don't think about your family.
Nope.
Don't think about me.
Nope.
Think about what you're looking at, what you're experiencing.
Yes.
Just think about yourself. I want you to feel selfish for a week.
Yes, it was awesome.
I want you to get the nicest dress. Let's go pick up your dress. I almost bought a $5,000 dress.
You sure did.
And she told me not to, so I didn't. But I would have. This dress had diamonds. It was gorgeous, and I was going to get it. I almost flew back to get it too, just to let you know. And I remember I said, okay, so what dress do you like? So I got the dress that she wanted. She had a black dress. It was a gorgeous dress. Oh my God. I still love that dress.
It's in the closet, you know.
Yeah, I know. and I brought her that dress because she really loved that dress.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so now you got the dress that you want. Okay, this is for you because you want it. Okay. Now, what shows do you want to see?
He bought
Well,
me.
I'm not a gambler.
Yeah.
I want to see Cirque du Soleil. I always want to see Cirque du Soleil.
He bought me this necklace too. Now I can't believe you're talking about this because this is the set he bought me when he dressed me up when I went to Vegas. I had no clothes, nothing.
Guy Robin, what's happening?
No wardrobe. You know, I looked really bummy, and he was just like, "Let's."
I got her. I got her new sneakers.
You're like my fairy godfather.
I got her new sneakers. I said, "Girl, you need some sneakers, and these we're gonna be walking. You gotta need some new sneakers."
He bought me the shoes,
Okay?
the dress, the earrings, everything. He hooked me up, and the hairdo. It was like, oh my god.
So what I said was, it's like, okay, so what shows you want to see? I've always wanted to see Cirque du Soleil. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So we went to see Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Where else you want to go? Oh, I want to go see this. I want to go see. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
I said, this is about you. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Vegas multiple times.
Yeah.
So for me,
we went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, I went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Burgers.
I said, I got a surprise for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see Tiesto. She's like, what? Oh my god! I never saw Tiesto. We flew to Vegas to see Tiesto, which is a famous DJ.
Yes.
And
first concert
it was her.
Yeah.
I treated her to get away from her element so she could start treating herself once and for all.
Yes.
When I first met Ace was always about, running to the store every moment for her family. Running, doing this, doing that, doing Annie, do this, Annie, do that, Annie. But nothing for Annie. That's what they call her. Call her Annie. Right? Now you guys know. Yeah, I thought we were going to get a little vulnerable personal here. Now that she did that, okay, when she got back, I said, once you get back, well, first I told her when we leave, you will be nervous. You will maybe have a little panic attack, but that's okay because you don't go anywhere. But when you get there, you're going to forget your element when you're back home.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to see a whole new world.
Oh, yeah.
So when we got there and she experienced that for herself, it was about her. I wanted to know that it was about her. Treat yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself.
Yes.
Okay? It's okay.
And when I was down there, I didn't think about my mom. I didn't think about my dad.
No.
I didn't think about my baby. I was just like, I was in there for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But when she got back,
Mm-hmm.
that's when she saw the reality.
Yes.
She couldn't see it when she was immersed in it.
No.
And this is for you also, Nancy. This is for you, everyone who's struggling, okay? You got to love yourself more than anyone else in the world.
You do.
Because when you love yourself more, people will love you more. Because they know that you love yourself, you respect yourself.
Yes.
Okay?
They can feel it.
They can feel it.
They
So when
can
she
feel
got
it.
back, they noticed a change in Annie. Okay? They noticed, like, oh, Mija, look at you. You had a good time? Huh? Yeah, Mom, I had a great time.
Sure did.
Richie treated me, I have a great time and everything else like that. But what she learned is like, I need to get to work.
Yes.
I need to start treating myself from now on,
need
because
to do
I
this
can work for
more.
myself. I
Yes.
create my own economy, and I
Yes.
can start treating myself. Now I know that I can give back more because I took the time to care about myself first.
Yes.
And that's when you started dreaming about yourself and Angel
Yes.
and your family, as far as
And
your
the
family we have
whole
right
why, the reason why, what used to be like, I want to do it for my mom, I want to do it for my brothers and everything like that. And I was nowhere in there.
Yeah.
In my why, in my goal statement that most
Nothing
network
was
marketing
about her.
companies tell you to write.
now. Yeah, nothing was about her.
I was like reading that again, and I'm like, where am I in this plan? I'm nowhere in this plan.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, do it again,
Yeah.
rewrite it. And when I rewrote it, I put me in there. I put the things that I wanted, the things
Yeah.
that I wanted to be, the things that I wanted to do, and the things that I wanted to have
Yep.
before I, kicked the bucket myself. I even included in that goal statement that I will retire by the age of 35. Closely enough, I did retire, but it was at 36. So you know what? That's okay. Took me a little longer, but I did it. And I look at that, and
Right.
it's true.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you guys something. When you love yourself, okay, self-love, I don't mean conceited, I mean self-love, caring about yourself, okay,
Yeah.
nurturing yourself with your mind,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
What happens is it's like a gravitational force. Something happens around you where people actually start getting gravitated to you and attracted to you. This is called attraction marketing, okay. You see how it all connects, guys? See, you guys are on the hot seat, okay, a little bit longer than
Baby.
expected, but that's okay. You guys are getting the goods. When you focus on you, you become attractive
Mm-hmm.
to the marketplace. When you focus on other people, you don't become as attractive. You look like you're desperate.
Right.
Okay,
It's
it's a science. It's a law.
yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And it's just we don't know this because we were never taught this. So I'm just telling
And
you.
nobody's gonna tell
Okay?
you that. Yeah.
And this is how I had to change. And when
Mhm.
I saw some things I didn't like about myself, I was like, "Ooh, that doesn't look good." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I was a people pleaser. I was like, "Oh,
Well, I was too.
quiet,
I
shy,
wanted the approval and
never
the
cared about
satisfaction
like
to know that you were okay.
my own
And
opinions.
I wasn't.
Everybody else's opinions matter more than mine.
Right.
That's what I used to be.
Yeah.
Now my opinion matters,
Everything matters to me.
right? So I just let you know.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to learn from that because that's going to get you out of your shell. Right now, most of you guys are in a shell and you're trapped in a shell. And that shell is all about every other external circumstance but your own,
Right.
right? So learn to create your own new circumstances about you
Yes.
and acknowledge more about yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Create more things about yourself. Celebrate with yourself. And this is funny, but it's Jeffrey taught me this as well. It's hard when you could actually realize that it's very uncomfortable to have a date with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right? Have you ever had dinner with yourself? Have you ever gone out to dinner by yourself?
I have.
Guys, tell me in the chat, have you ever gone out to dinner, sit at a table in a restaurant with all couples and you're the one by yourself? Have you ever done that?
I've done that. I've done that. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
David Gibson, no. He said no. Diane Robin, no. I go out to dinner by myself. Oh, I know
All right,
you do.
Angeline.
All right, nice. And I love what you said. I enjoy my own company. Exactly. So I want you to think about that. If you never went to dinner by yourself, how do you get to know yourself? It's a very interesting concept because what happens is we don't like to feel uncomfortable, right? Some people have had breakthroughs and they can do that, but there's a lot of people, most people don't do that. They have to always go out with a friend, right?
They gotta have somebody with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, we're going to meet over there. Come on, let's meet. Let's go to the club,
Right.
Like, but why isn't it you can't go out and have a good time by yourself? No, I'm being serious. It's more comfortable to be with someone, friend, right?
And nobody could comprehend that when I used to go clubbing,
family
and
member,
dancing, because I'm a dancer. I used to go clubbing, and my friends would be like, "You going by yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm by myself."
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable to go out to dinner by yourself if you've never done it before. Like I'm sure the first time you got to dinner by yourself is kind of weird.
Like kind of strange.
Like, oh, this family's over here and I got couples and stuff, but I'm by myself. It's a weird feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the more that you do it, the more you start learning something about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is, if you've never done it before, do it.
Yeah.
Go out to dinner with yourself, and I want you to order the best meal in that menu, and treat yourself, and then thank yourself when you're done.
Order from the right side of the menu.
And if you don't want to talk to yourself in the restaurant because you feel like you're weird or whatever, okay, just go in your car, and when you get in the car when you're done, have a conversation with yourself and say, "Wow, Rich, that was an amazing meal.
Yep.
Thank you so much for taking me out. I appreciate it.
Just experience it. Let me tell you something. It will do something to you. Amazing.
Because you're gonna connect with yourself.
Yes.
And it's going to help you have a breakthrough about you. Mm-hmm. Because we don't like to reward ourselves. We like to reward everybody else and help everybody else. But what about us? Mm-hmm. We deserve to treat ourselves and not feel guilty about giving ourselves something. This has been a very great Hot Seat Live at 5. And I'm glad that I shared the story with you guys and really just help you have a breakthrough today in your journey.
Yes.
In your business, whatever you love doing.
Right. And if you just, jumped on and you're like, what's going on? I just got tagged and I don't know what this is all about. Or you kind of missed the hot seat because, you got to work. Totally understand. You can watch the replay and listen to Rich's story in greater detail. If
it happens that this is too early, I'm gonna have to change the time on hot seat, because if people are gonna miss the hot seat, I want to make sure that people don't miss the hot seat. No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what I'm seeing at 6 o'clock, more people are showing up. I might start the thing at 5:30.
Now you got to change all of our banners. It won't be live at 5. It'll be live at 6.
You got the original images. Just change it. That's it. Not a big deal. I love you guys. I want to make sure you get great content.
Yes.
To help you have breakthroughs in your business. And
the more people we reach, the masses, the better lives we can impact and make a difference in people's lives, because they don't get this kind of a conversation in their kitchen. They don't have this kind of conversation with their significant other. There are people right now fighting for that kind of attention, and they want to be heard, but they don't have somebody to lend them that ear, that shoulder to cry on, to listen to. And that's a problem.
I love what Dave said.
What did he say?
Yeah, it's awkward, uncomfortable when you don't have that wingman or wingwoman. Yeah, absolutely.
I know what you mean.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's very therapeutic.
It is, and you know what?
Very therapeutic.
Well, especially when you're building the business.
You went out to dinner, and we're like, I mean, we love each other. Let me tell you, okay. After 10 years, we love each other more than even the first day we met, right? So understand that she went out to dinner by herself one day. I didn't get mad. Mm-hmm. I was like, how was your dinner, honey?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Darn right.
And we still go out to dinner together, right? We still do things together.
Yes, we do.
But we also do things for ourselves.
Always.
We must always make time for ourselves. That's why our relationship is so awesome, because we always lift each other up.
Yeah.
Singularly as well.
That's right.
We lift each other up as a couple, but we also lift each other up singularly. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, what'd you do today, baby? Right? Like, what did you do to fulfill your day for yourself today? I want to take that away from her. I want her to be happy. Right? When I first met her, and even quite a few years after, I was reminded her, I said, I want you to be the most powerful, strong, independent woman in the world. Because everybody always take away from Annie all the time.
Yeah.
I said, that's going to change. I want you to be strong. I want you to be the strongest, independent woman. I want you to be powerful. The more powerful you become, the more powerful you can teach other people to be powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
It was never about what you thought, guys. It was about yourselves.
And one of my drives is, and I wrote this in my new goal statement, and I got real specific, and I teach this in coaching, is I want to create like a workshop for, mothers, right? Mothers to be and mothers who have kids who are entrepreneur minded, but they have no platform, no blueprint to follow on how to get started in their own online business.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to do. That's my passion. And I didn't realize that I had to take care of me first and help myself become successful first before I start venturing out and doing those types of things.
Yes.
You see?
You don't know until
you don't know until you do it yourself. And then you learn what it takes to have that happen. So like, work on you.
Yeah.
First.
Diane Robbins said something very interesting. It might be Di or Robin. I don't know. I think it's Di. I go to the water by myself. Great way to get to know yourself. And I also drive across country by myself and completely change my mindset. Now, if this is Di, I think it's Di, right? And let me know if it's not. I think that that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh my God. Because number one, the element of water is very powerful. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because before I met her, I got to know myself very well when I traveled by myself. I traveled by myself for the first time. I had a freaking panic attack, guys. Oh my God. Like 2008, it was in October. I went to my first event, Dallas, Texas, at the Hyatt Regency in Dallas. I remember it like it was yesterday. I got on the plane. I was supposed to go with somebody. Easier, right, guys? To be comfortable. The person let me down, right? They didn't have the right mindset. They didn't want to be in business, right? He was like, yeah, I want to do it, man. Dream, yeah, right? Have success. And the reality is that he just probably got taken from the other, external forces, as so to speak. I still had to go. I had to make a commitment. And this is my first venture. I got on that plane and I felt like the plane was closing in on me. And I started having heart palpitations. I started sweating internally. I started feeling like I was scared. I've never been so frightened in my life. But I knew that I had to go through it, okay? And it was hard for me,
yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to connect to, and I believe this is Di. So once I got over that fear, all right, I never flown anywhere by myself, always with my mom, okay? So I flew by myself. I was in another state by myself. This is the first time I've ever done this. First time. I met people there. We met online and stuff before, so I was feeling better when we were there. When I got there, I was fine. But to get there was very uncomfortable.
I bet, yeah.
Going to the hotel room by myself was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I was not used to this stuff, guys. Okay? I'm not used to being by myself. I was always in a band. I had a lot of friends that were girls. Okay? Like I was never by myself. Okay? So for me to actually go on a plane by myself, go in a hotel by myself, talk to people by myself was a very uncomfortable feeling. And it was very scary. I can see why I had the panic attack. Okay. So on purpose, what I did was I took short flights. I met somebody in Maryland, about an hour flight. And I flew every single month for a year straight to get over my fear of the panic attack. And I broke it. I had to. I made a commitment to be successful. So I had to break that. So once I finally broke that, I was traveling more and more and more, right? Having new opportunities open up new doorways, right? So I ended up like going to Florida, and I remember going to West Palm Beach with a millionaire and getting trained and mentored. I was by myself. I went to the beach by myself. I walked by myself. I started having conversations by myself. Normally, I never done that before. And I realized that I started learning more about me. I started learning things about I didn't like, but I started learning about things that I was proud of myself about. All things challenges that I've overcame.
Right.
But if you don't put yourself in that space, like Di just said, okay, if I believe it's Di.
It's her. Yeah.
When you're actually in that water, when you're walking in the ocean and the waves are crashing and you're connected to the universe and you're having conversations with yourself, is when you finally get in tune with yourself. And you realize that you're more powerful than you've ever imagined. Okay. So this is why when I heard Di say that she loves going to the ocean, the water, and she's by herself, and then she traveled across country by herself. That is so therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even thought about that. Like I just want to go travel across the country one day. I told you about that.
Yeah.
Right, because it's just something about that.
Like get a mobile home
right?
and just do it.
And
Yeah.
just do
RV
it.
or
Yeah.
RV.
Do it. Rent it out and just go.
Right.
An adventure. Okay.
Right.
It's so therapeutic when we start tapping into ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to more tap into ourselves, the better we're going to feel about ourselves, because we're going to learn some dark things, but we're also going to learn some things about the light as well.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Watch the beginning of this live. Great story I'm going to share with you. If you missed it from the beginning, if you want us to start hot seat later, let us know in the comments if you feel maybe 6 o'clock is better than 5 o'clock. If it is, let us know. We always want to serve you better. We always want to provide what we can do for you.
It may be hot seat live at 5, but if you guys rather come at 6 o'clock because it's more convenient for your time, and there's the majority of you vote on that, we'll listen and we'll change the time of the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're here for you.
Yeah. So
that's what we do.
Let us know. I mean, we are here to serve, and that's what we're all about. And the more we serve you, the more we give and provide and value. And Nancy was saying to me, here that she worries about not having enough content. Nancy, you have more content than you know. You have a lot of content. The problem is not the content. The problem is your creativity juices have not been stirring.
Yeah.
And it's because you do so much for everybody else. You haven't really taken the time.
You haven't tapped into yourself.
To make that content creation day of the week.
Yeah.
To be able to create. And I know about that.
And not only that, but here's another thing, Nancy.
Yeah.
When you are not tapping into yourself, okay? Debbie Gibson said, thank you. Tracy Lee said, oh, 6 is good. Tracy, awesome,
okay.
Cool. When you're not tapping into yourself, guys, okay? The problem is we're not allowing us to learn more from ourselves.
Right.
Okay? Because we're powerful.
Yeah.
Each individual one of us, there's something dying to come screaming out.
Yes.
Okay? And Nancy, the content comes from you being vulnerable. But you're afraid to be vulnerable because you never learned about yourself. You never tuned in, tapped on, and turned on to yourself.
And you have to make some adjustments.
Okay.
Maybe you have to change your background.
Yeah.
You're too comfortable. You got to get uncomfortable.
But
and you got to change some things about the way you work in your workspace.
But it stems from you being afraid to be vulnerable.
Yes.
But don't beat yourself up.
Right.
Because that's normal.
It's a learning experience.
Most people, like I remember when I was with my coach Jeff, and we had a lot of people there. I remember there was people that it was not easy for them to be vulnerable. Most people go through this, but you have to learn to be vulnerable in order to bring out the biggest strength within you, the power within you. You cannot bring that power out unless you become vulnerable within yourself and share your story of your vulnerability of who you are. Like today, I share my vulnerability of the pain that I've been going through, my depression. Guys, catch the whole thing from the beginning so you could know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, Rich has been going through depression. Yes. So understand, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable because I've learned that being vulnerable is healthy and it's also therapeutic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I love you guys. Appreciate you. If 6 o'clock is best, let us know in the chat. We'll go back and look at it. Okay.
Yep.
And we'll tally up. If there's a lot of 6 o'clocks, then we'll do 6 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock, because this content, this messaging is for you. And I want to do more of, I love interacting with you guys. I love asking you questions. I love you guys participating in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Because it becomes more interactive, but it also helps you have a breakthrough. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a great evening. We're about to go have dinner. And I think I better get to the brewery because I'm going to get some more of this tangerine stuff. It's really good, by the way.
Yeah. You're not wearing a watch.
I'm not. I don't know why I did that, but it's a habit. But I love you guys. Appreciate you. Di, if you want to reach out just to say hi, we miss you. We love you guys. Reach out. Send us a message on Messenger. Anybody here that want to talk to us, just, we're not like going to hide from you just because we're successful, right? We're open. We've always been open. Okay. I know some people are like, I don't have time, but we're not like that. Okay. Right? We have an appointment. Yes. We make an appointment. Yes. It has to be done, but we're still make time for you. Okay. Di, send us a message. Let's set up a time that we could talk, get together. We love and appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you can go to the website.
Yeah, and we will make it happen and stuff like that.
We'll give you our schedule, and that way it's easier for you, because most of the people that use this scheduler for us, they want to have a talk. They want to have a conversation, and they've been using it. Trust me. If you look at the calendar, when you're looking for a day to lock in, you might see some days are already locked in ahead of time in the month. So if you can, lock it in as soon as you humanly possibly can. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, so this will be like a questionnaire. Just fill out the questionnaire very quickly. Okay? Here, let me just put it up a part of it. I think that was someone.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
That one I think goes straight to the let me find out here. I think
Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, just use that right there, and that way you can book the call with us, and we'll have a talk. It'll be awesome. Trust me. A lot of people have used it, and they've learned a lot in those conversations. As much as we want to pack as value into it, let me tell you something. It is totally worth it.
No, that's not the one.
That's not it, right?
No, this one.
That's the one. The call. The call. Yeah. Answer Rich.
See, guys, we're not perfect. Right? So just
Answer Rich call.
Yeah, there'll be a questionnaire there, for marketing and stuff like that to help you. And but just if you want to just get connected, just follow the questionnaire.
That's
we'll just
fine.
Hang out and talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Find out like what you're struggling with, like what is it that's holding you back, what's setting you back from your growth and your success.
Yes.
It's all about serving you. That's what it's all about.
That's all it is.
Okay?
And list building mastery students, homework is due
tomorrow.
Homework is due, List Building Mastery. Tomorrow we got an awesome class lined up for you guys. But I got to see your homework in order for that class to commence. So make sure you're sending in your homework. Yeah. Otherwise, you know the penalty.
And guys, while I've been going through my depression, I want to tell you that Ace has been literally stepping it up on new levels that is blowing me away. And I just want to, share my gratitude to her and let her know, like, I'm really proud of you. Like, what you've done. She's taken over List Building Mastery because she's reached whole new levels and heights. So if you guys want to know more about List Building Mastery,
I surprised myself.
Just when you go through the questionnaire and everything, together with us, we'll let you know all about it. And stuff
List Building Mastery is going to be awesome. And we do a lot of email marketing and copywriting in that class.
Yeah, you've become an excellent copywriter.
Damn, right?
I cannot touch that. And I have to be honest, guys. I cannot touch what she knows now. She's gone to a whole new level. And I'm just really proud of her. And you guys could totally benefit. And you guys that are in the class, you know what we're talking about. You guys are learning some new stuff that even I didn't.
And homework. Homework.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you on a new live very soon. Also, Inner Circle members, we'll see you on Monday too as well.
Yes.
Okay? Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy your dinner. Bye.